Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter, popularly known as Beyonce, and Sean Corey Carter, aka Jay-Z, started dating in the early 2000s when Beyonce was only 18. Since then, the couple has been in the limelight of the media with news about their fame, achievements, children, award nominations, and most recently, talks about their divorce. No, we are not saying they are officially divorced. Still, there are rumors of Beyonce living apart from Jay-Z for months, which differs from the old time of 1 year staying apart, as reported in the book, Becoming Beyonce, The Untold Story by J. Randy Taraborelli. It is a whole new situation. On today's episode, we will be enlightening you on maybe this is true. Maybe Jay-Z is getting all of this mention because of his relationship with Diddy, who is currently being accused of some crimes. And maybe Beyonce has been keeping off because Jay-Z has some deeds done undercover. Enough of this introduction. Let us move to the main deal.
You know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle for Black men and women.
In a CNN interview with Van Jones, Jay-Z opened up about how he is concerned about his marriage and his kids, and that he doesn't want what they have experienced as parents to happen further to their children. After this, we have seen countless clips online of him having good times with Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sky. Even Blue Ivy was with Beyonce during her tour, appearing with full energy and showing she was ready for the industry's limelight. The children that Jay-Z talked about saving troubles are getting along well and moving on. But what is happening with Jay-Z and Beyonce? Beyonce and Jay-Z cheerfully showed up at the 2024 Grammy Awards with their daughter Blue Ivy, even though Beyonce wasn't nominated for any award.
I used to say this is a sippy cup for Blue. But Blue's grown up now. She doesn't take sippy cups, and she has her own Grammys.
Jay-Z went up the stage with Blue Ivy, and Beyonce was on the stand, clapping and smiling as Jay-Z gave his speech. The couple might be pretending, but if Blue Ivy shows up that happy, the rumors of them splitting up might be off the track. Children are not quite good at pretending, not to talk about children who are becoming active and independent.
Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
Jay-Z even dissed the Recording Academy for snubbing Beyonce over the Album of the Year award, despite having the highest number of Grammy Awards, 32, and sharing the record for the most nominations, with 88 nominations throughout her career. While many have found this to be a direct, intentional mockery of Beyonce not achieving all she might have thought in Grammys, it shows in his face that he was only passionate about some of the irregularities of the Grammy Awards and not about Beyonce. While this is one of their recent show-offs to people, many individuals predict that the split will come soon because of Diddy's accusations and Puff Daddy's relationship with Jay-Z. Diddy and Jay-Z have been known for years. Still, after the controversy surrounding Diddy started, Jay-Z has been reported to be avoiding taking responsibility forever, merging up with Diddy at anything, or even showing any support towards the accusations, despite Diddy not being convicted legally. This series of actions has prompted a roar on social media and in the industry that perhaps Jay-Z is making a mistake in doing this. And if anything ever goes wrong, Beyonce will step out to save herself from trouble.
This be super quiet doing some real grimy shit like this. Looking and see if anybody noticed the grimy shit I just did. You know what I'm saying? You just got a different way of doing things.
Another issue broke out when the streets were lamenting. Maybe Jay-Z tried to floor any competitor or was happy with their losses. This can also be put when 50 Cent mentions that Jay-Z intentionally tried to compete more aggressively than happily with his fellow artists. He recounted that Jay-Z deliberately released an album, The Blueprint, at the same time as Nas's Stillmatic. 50 Cent, on this same The Eminem Show interview, went on to say, "This nigga be super quiet doing some real grimy shits. looking and seeing if anybody noticed the rhyming shit he just did. Also remember that 50 Cent was part of those who called out Diddy. For him to say this on a live show with much emphasis on Jay-Z doing some grimy shits, he might have more to say in the future.
When I reach out, because I want to see what the complications are, when nobody has any information about it, and it only came from that angle, I have to believe that that was something.
50 Cent even talked about some complications between Diddy and Jay-Z, which no one ever knew. If all the thoughts about Jay-Z are correct, Beyonce might be taking a leave soon.
Now, you had said that you felt that Beyonce was a prisoner. Because I always heard their relationship was put together. Like it was a business. Or I did hear that.
Jaguar Wright Johnson also came out to talk about how Jay-Z has been in control of Beyonce, and also recounted that their relationship was towards what the masses think it is, a contract relationship. She even mentioned in an interview with the Reality Studio that there should instead be a hashtag Free Beyonce campaign, the same way there was for Britney years ago. Jaguar further accused Jay-Z of collaborating with both R. Kelly and Diddy to take out the opposition in the entertainment industry with attempts towards Nas, Tupac, Biggie, and others. While she has brought no evidence against Jay-Z to back her claims, she said loudly, "If Jay-Z thinks I said anything against him that is a lie, let him sue me for defamation." Weeks after all of these accusations, Jay-Z nor his legal team has reached out to Jaguar for defamation, despite how the video clip of her went viral enough to reach their attention.
Nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it.
Uncle Ron, a former bodyguard for Beyonce and multiple celebrities, claimed that Beyonce has been popping pills, and it was majorly encouraged by Jay-Z to keep her under his control. This allegation is a whole, and for the internet, it is the tale about the big bay of the world being under control by Jay-Z. Aside from this, Jay-Z has other online allegations about how he had intentionally ended the careers of Tiara Marie and Foxy Brown. If the streets are right, it was stated that Jay-Z and Foxy had some romantic affairs behind the co-writing for and managing of Foxy, and all of these happened while she was underage. With no one talking and no legal accusations, we can say all of these are still rumors. But what if they are true? They can lead to the end of Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage, given that the period recounted is around the same time Beyonce and Jay-Z started their love story. Comparing Jay-Z to Diddy or R. Kelly might be off the truth or seeming out of context. But in recent years, the accusations of fathering children out of wedlock could cause a split.
That is true.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. We learned that Jay-Z is not the father of your child. That is true.
Definitely not.
Well, maybe he is and you don't know it. I mean, is there any potential that there was a night that you got drunk and don't remember?
Let me think about it.
First, adult actor Jasmine Cashmere was reportedly pregnant with Jay-Z's child. Still, after several social media talks, she came out on the Sir Daryl Radio Experience that she wasn't engaged with Jay-Z at any point and her pregnancy wasn't for it. Still again, words on the street were that Jay-Z offered her a whopping $2.5 million to deny he was responsible. In 2011, Star Magazine reported that Jay-Z was the father of Trinidad model Chanel Scott's son. However, through the years, the news has been watered down to be a rumor, despite the legitimacy of the media that has it on their headlines. Gerald Andrews, the supposed grandfather of this Jay-Z alleged son, denied having spoken about the occurrences and claimed it was a piece of old news that should be avoided. Well, this might appear ordinary, but this is weird for someone who was on the leading part of the case and taking on different media to call out Jay-Z earlier. Some people said maybe Jay-Z's legal team had shut him up with some good money. And some words on the street reported that Malik Saeed was too ashamed of nursing a baby who later turned out not to be his son and had ordered the matter to be deadening. Anyway, the case is Jay-Z was a part of this at the time. If there were nothing, his name wouldn't have been mentioned. Rymir Satherwaite, age 30, also filed a court case saying Jay-Z is his father, and he demands a paternity test, as reported by the Daily Mail in 2023. The mother of Rymir Satterwaith, Wanda Satterwaith, claimed that the artist had an affair with her in 1992, when she was only 16, and Jay-Z was 22 years old in Philadelphia. She met him through a friend, Alan Kashisha, after which she and Jay-Z had protected sex. She further reported that the protection broke during the intercourse, and it had resulted in Ramir. The now 31-plus years old son looks identical to Jay-Z, and he is still on a court case to convince Jay-Z to accept him as a son. His mother, Wanda, died at age 43 of heart failure. Until her last breath, she legally fought Jay-Z. In one statement she wrote, she even described how Jay-Z had sex with her in his aunt's place in Brooklyn. Although for both cases, Jay-Z's PR teams rejected the two claims. The relentless efforts of Ramir Satherwaith and the DNA test of Malik Saeed are enough to convince the ignorant. Let us not forget that 34-year-old Letitia Macer also claimed Jay-Z is her father. And the whole atmosphere gets stiffened each day with her claims that she has a DNA report to back her statements up. Macer went on to publish a book titled Heir to the Throne, a memoir of Jay-Z's secret daughter, to give the world full details of how she was given birth to and why Jay-Z abandoned her. To date, Jay-Z keeps denying her, but now she has a reduction in her evidence. Her mother is dead due to some chronic illnesses. Jay-Z even mentioned it in his combined album with Beyonce, Everything Is Love, where he said Billie Jean in his prime, for 1,000th time, the kid ain't mine. For Jay-Z to have said that, there must have been a pressing need to reassure Beyonce and tell her that Blue Ivy is still the heir to his kingdom rather than Macer, or any other child's paternity he is linked with. If anything goes wrong for Beyonce and Jay-Z, it will be either Jay-Z getting exposed for supposed deeds we are unaware of presently, or additional out-of-wedlock children being exposed. Beyonce is a strong woman, and Jay-Z as equally strong. And their marriage has survived quite as much as most celebrities' marriages can. We can hope for it to continue, but at this point, the streets think it will end soon. Anyway, we can only hope for the best. The best might not happen, but at least we hope for it. So guys, we have now come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any of the juicy updates we publish daily. Bye for now, and see you in the next one.